Spire maintains inventory pricing through various levels on each item. Large-scale price updates can be made by exporting a group of inventory price levels to Excel, determine the new prices, and then re-import these values back into Spire. On each inventory item record, you can have one or more levels to determine what the unit price should be on sales orders, either for the stocking unit of measure or any alternate unit. It is possible to edit or add price levels for individual inventory, but it is more efficient to make a higher volume of changes by importing new amounts into Spire. To accommodate this process, you can export price level records to create the selection of inventory and levels to change. The best place to do this is from the Cell Levels tab, which has a list that contains all the necessary columns and information that you need for importing, and a built-in export button. Instead of exporting the entire list, you would want to generate a partial list containing only those levels of interest, using the filtering procedure, depending on how you choose to maintain prices. Perhaps you want all inventory for a specific price level, or maybe all inventory across all levels and limited to a certain product code. If you have already assigned effective dates to some inventory, you might need to apply another filter based on a blank or specific date to ensure that you only have one record for each inventory item and unit of measure per level. However you filter this list, you can then determine which columns to include by hiding those you don't need. Then use the Export button to create this list in Excel, and then open the file to make your changes. In Excel, you will likely want to add a new column that contains the new inventory sell price, and there are many ways that you can calculate these values. In addition to simply typing them in, you can use a formula to increase or decrease the current price by a specific amount or percentage. You may want to apply an Excel rounding function to the result, so that the price is to the nearest penny or dollar or other multiple of significance. If you want to update prices based on a margin or markup over cost, you could use the VLOOKUP function to read the inventory costs from another Excel file, and then create a new price level formula that uses the respective costs. Additional considerations may be needed for price levels based on a unit of measure other than the stocking unit. If you want to overwrite existing price levels, rather than create new levels, you need to use effective dates that are already in the data, which could also be blank. Updating prices this way will immediately take effect as soon as you import them. Or you could schedule these price updates to become active as of a future date by entering a unique effective date value, which will create new levels and not require you to import them at a specific date and time. You can then fill the empty cells for all the remaining records with the new price values, and also fill in the effective dates with the necessary values, perhaps with a copy cell setting to set them all the same, and save the file for importing. To bring in the new prices, from the Tools menu, choose Import. For the import type, choose Inventory Cell Price, and select the Excel file you want to import. Match the required fields to identify the new records, which would include the warehouse as well as the part number, the unit of measure, and the price level code. If the effective date won't be blank, this should be matched as well. For the required price, match to the new price column. Other columns used for calculations can be ignored and unmatched. Indicate if the header row should be skipped. Then you can import the file to create and update values. These can be seen when editing an inventory record or on the refreshed cell levels list. If you would like more information about Spire accounting, access the link in the description below to our homepage. Read the online manual help for additional assistance. Watch more videos from this playlist, and subscribe to the Spire YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.